afternoon. I have with me today, I've got Kevin Rhines, who's the landlord of the Felsto Alms in Felsto, and April Fuller, who works for St Elizabeth Hospice, who, as you well know, do a very, very good job. We're going to talk to Kevin about the Felsto, about his career, how long he's been here and that sort of thing, and then April's going to tell us about a very important event that's coming up on December the 3rd, which is a Saturday. So, good morning, Kevin.
Morning.
Good morning, April.
Morning.
Right, Kevin, so how long have you been here? How long have you been running this lovely little place?
For my sins, I've been here 5 years.
5 years, and you have turned this place round, I don't know what else.
It's a beautiful pub, it's a really good pub.
It's a
nice
wonderful
people,
pub.
And they're really friendly pub. Very good for charities, that's why our main charity is St Elizabeth's.
Yeah.
We do a lot of charity work.
Yeah, exactly, you do for each as well, which was for Children's Hospice.
Yeah.
Going on from there, also from there, I mean, this is an old little place. It's got quite a checkered history over the years. So.
Sure has. It was a children's home at one stage.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hotel. It was opened as a pub in 1972, 2nd of April. There's a lot of character in the pub. There's a lot of characters in the pub.
An awful lot of characters, I guarantee that one.
Yeah. But no, it's a really good pub. It's a very hard pub to come across the likes of these pubs anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're old worldy. It's very community-based pub. It's a really good place. I've been here 5 years and I've had a pub in Holland for 11 years.
Yeah.
And both of them are very similar. It's that sort of pub.
Yeah,
It's that sort of atmosphere I like in a pub.
Yeah, friendly.
Friendly.
Very, very friendly.
Yeah.
And of course, the other thing about the Felsto, you don't rely on food.
No, it's totally on drinks.
There's no food
sales.
at all.
And, we have a base of about 120 people, regulars, which carry us through the winter, because in winter times it can be tough. But summer trade is really good, and we're on the seafront, obviously, so we have a passing trade.
Yeah.
But in general, the people in the pub make the pub. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, definitely. Obviously, you've got activities here, you've got your darts teams.
In darts, we have a pool team. We have a lot of events going on, parties and stuff like that we have. But everyone gets together. It's not just me. It's like a teamwork. Everybody does something. Either it's food or it's really good. It's really good community based. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, we'll have music as well on the Sunday.
Every Sunday, we have live music. Some Saturdays, mostly in the summer season, we do the Saturday night music. But every Sunday from 4 to 7, there's some music on. That's good. It's a bit of crazy, but it's good.
And of course, it does actually normally pack out.
It's busy,
And that wonderful atmosphere. Absolutely terrific atmosphere. On the 3rd of December, April, who works for St Elizabeth Hospice, is promoting a charity event. And on that, I'm going to pass over to April, who's going to tell us what's going on and what's expected. So, I mean, listen to this and come along.
Well, the 3rd of December is mainly a culmination, really, of all of our fundraising for St Elizabeth Hospice throughout the year. So there's various things that we do. Well, I say we do, Kevin does. We all do as the pub. We've got collection pots which are filled on a very regular basis. There's a card machine where proceeds are given to the hospice, and we do other events through the year. And on the 3rd of December, we're going to finalise our totals for the year, do a raffle, and some other prize things like guess how many lollies are in the tub and things like that. And we've got a really nice band booked, the double deckers.
Really good job.
They are very good.
And we're sorting some food out as well, as we usually do for our special events, and that be everybody in the pub gives a hand with that. And we hope it will be a really good, fun night where we can all be proud of what we've done to support the hospice.
And
exactly. I'm here because I'm one of the regulars, one of the 120 that last through the winter. And I've been working at the hospice for nearly 14 years now.
Right.
So it's a charity that's very, very close to my heart. Working for a charity is completely different to working for anybody else.
Totally agree.
I'm employed by the people of Suffolk and surrounding areas, because most of our income is raised through things like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all down to donations. We need about, well, it's over 7 million a year out of fundraising, donations, etc.
Yes.
in order to keep the work going.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's so important. I mean, people don't realise without places like St Elizabeth Hospice and also obviously the East Anglian Children's Hospice, people would have to care from home. They'd have to be caring from home.
But it affects a lot of people in here as well.
It does, totally.
For most people in here have a connection with the hospital.
There's a lot of people in here who've got friends, family, either who have been through the hospice and the hospice services, both Each and St Elizabeth's, and people who still have friends and family who are themselves in need of the hospice.
Exactly. It is a respite as well, isn't it? Because whichever way you look at it, whether they're children or elderly people, the people caring at home are their carers.
Yeah.
And they need that help as importantly as the person who obviously...
Oh, absolutely. And that's the whole philosophy is not just to look after the patient, but also the surrounding friends and families, and that care continues on even after the person may have passed away.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And more recently, we've forged more definite links with the Children's Hospice as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Through transitional care, as children are living longer with their conditions and things. So it's a very exciting time for that as well.
Yeah. What made you go into hospice work originally, April?
I get asked that, and people often say you must be wonderful and things like that, which I don't feel at all. I just think that it is a privilege to be able to look after somebody at that stage of their life, because people want to be able to live their life to the fullest, with the best quality, and to be supported through their whole process, and to be able to help families and patients achieve that really well is so rewarding. And one day I hope that we won't be needed, but at the moment we are.
Very much so.
Therefore,
it's a job I couldn't do.
It's a job I
vocation. It's not a job. It's a vocation.
It is a vocation. I know my mother's a nurse, and she actually worked at the time for Dr. Bernardo's home for terminally ill children, which today obviously is Children's Hospice. And the story she told me on that one, heartbreaking. But for her, it was an everyday vacation.
You have to be a special person to be able to do that.
You've got to be a very, very special person.
I think you have to be special to be a landlord.
It does have. Been similar.
But the hospice has, it's just grown and developed so well, and it's all thanks to the support of people who put their money into the hospice through all sorts of ways. And we're able to support people in the community, provide day service care where people would otherwise go without, or maybe have to go to hospital. And where needed, people can come into the hospice. Either for a short time, just to get some symptoms under control. A lot of work is done around that. Maybe it's where they want to end their life. And also, we also provide a respite care bed. So we enable families to be able to get away on a holiday, for example, or have a rest when they want to be the carers, but they still need to have a rest.
Do you actually have respite holiday centres, proper centres, or proper hotels, or?
There is a Macmillan Hotel, and I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's down south. I want to say Brighton, but I'm not sure. But I know that there is a hotel that's not run by us, but it's a cancer service where people can go. and go away with their families, and they can provide that extra care that people need.
Yeah, exactly. How closely linked are you with Macmillan Nurses?
Well, I'm not the best person to ask this question, so I'll just tell you what I know.
Yeah.
But the Macmillan Nurses are based within the hospice,
Right.
and run from within hospice services.
Okay.
And we either have Macmillan named nurses, or they are all community nurse specialists.
Right, okay.
And they cover areas specific to them. They have an enormous caseload within each area, and they can go out and visit people, do follow-up phone calls, provide support, troubleshoot where they need to, and promote things and give advice. They're absolutely amazing. Then we've got alongside that, we've got the Hospice at Home team, and they run a 24/7, 7 days a week service. That's more of a reactive service and highly used for people towards the end of their life to enable them to stay at home if that is what they wish. They go out, they can do the phone call and go out and do the visits as well. They provide symptom relief in the community, a lot of reassurance and advice and support to the families. Amazing team.
Yeah, definitely are. Because that's the important thing. You know, it's not an easy time by far. So having those special people there, this is really, really important.
And something which is very important to us is to be able to enable everybody to get access to the service and to the advice. So a few years ago, the hospice set up what is called their one call, and the numbers on their website. And I believe it was one of the first in the country where it's operated 24 hours a day, but for anybody. So not just a healthcare professional or a patient or a family member, friends, anybody who wanted any advice at all can ring that number.
Which is so beneficial.
It's excellent.
It is beneficial because you feel very, very lost and very, very vulnerable.
Yeah.
So it's
absolutely.
It's definitely. So guys out there, you know where to come to Felsto. December the 3rd. What time is it starting from?
Approximately 8 o'clock.
Yes, it'll be in the evening, but feel free to come earlier. But the music will be on from about 8, won't it?
And for the raffle, they are looking for raffle prizes. So anybody out there who wants to donate anything for the evening, it'll be very, very well, received. Definitely. Thank you very much. It's been a very, very informative interview. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks.